Is Quantum Jump Fridays, and I have a special treat. This live is going to be for everyone who hears live at the in the creation or Ty, you say reality is internal and keep my awareness on the internal, keep my awareness on the player versus the sim. But I still don't really know how to do that, Ty. Like, I understand what you're saying intellectually, but Ty, I really need to know how to do that in the 3D. So this quantum jump is going to be those. So we are going to really hack our 3D experience. We are going to reverse Uno, skip, wild card, draw for the 3D for you to truly experience your manifestations here and now. Again, these are for those people who tend to be stuck in the 3D identity. Like, you understand that your reality is created internally, but for whatever reason, you're still stuck in the 3D. So these are going to be for those people. And, we're here for the ride. This is our quantum jump, and this is going to be fun. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Ty. I am an energy alchemist, spiritual oracle, heavy on the spiritual oracle, manifestation mentor. Make sure you click the link in the description to grab your practice faith, metaphysics of pleasure. That reader will change your life. It literally encompasses everything that I talk about in the entire reader for you to do at your own leisure. But anyway, to keep it real with y'all, I feel like I have been holding back. Like, I have been keeping it PG, like human-y. That's really how I feel like I have been keeping my content. Like, I've been keeping it very human. Like, okay, how can the human digest this? Dang, y'all, if y'all have comments, I can't even see. Hold on, because I don't know why it's doing that now. Why is YouTube doing that? I literally cannot see any comments if y'all have comments. That is so ridiculous. I'm going to log in on my other page because I want to make sure I answer questions at the end. So I don't know what's up with YouTube. I don't know why it's doing that now. That's so weird. So let me log in on my other page real quick. I don't know why it's doing that now. That's so weird. Let me know if it's an echo. Oh, okay. There just wasn't comments. Well, that makes me feel better. So now I just log off. Okay. But anyway, so let's play it big. Because like I said, I feel like I have been keeping it really small with y'all, really human-like. But we are going quantum, and I'm not holding back. This technique I have been doing recently and has shifted my reality exponentially over the last few days. This cannot fail because it's something that you're already doing, but what you're doing now is simply shifting your awareness. So again, we are about to reverse Uno, the 3D. So let me talk about what I mean by that. And I got my notes because I want to make sure I give y'all all this game, like the entire download, the way it was given to me. Okay, yeah. So I want you to ask yourself, because we all do it, no shame, we all complain. But I want you to ask yourself, since you are living in your wildest dreams, what do you complain about? Like, not the version of you who's trying to live their wildest dreams. Since this version of you right now is living in your wildest dreams, what do you complain about? Keep that in mind because this is how we're going to quantum jump today. So I want y'all to think of this. What I coined this experiment, it's called the negative experience experiment. So I want you to start dreaming as big as you can. I don't care what you're doing right now as you're watching this live. If you are mopping the floor, I want you to have your biggest, wildest dreams right now in your reality, in your mind. Visualize it, imagine it. I'm going to give you a little time to start imagining your wildest dreams. I don't care what it is. Keep that in your mind right now. Okay, so now I want you to think about you complaining. So think of it now. Think of it this way. Like, oh, if you're in lack, you're like, oh, I don't have enough money for this. I don't have enough money for that. I want you to reverse Uno so you can reverse engineer the 3D by saying the opposite. So I would say the example for me would be like, oh, I get $10,000 every single day. It's so irritating. I'm so tired of me getting money every single day. Like, I cannot keep up. I don't know where to switch my accounts. Like, reverse Uno your complaint. Anytime that you find you're about to complain about something, reverse uno that and complain about the opposite. Like, oh, I can't believe that I'm so in love. I'm in the happiest relationship of my life. This person actually starting to get on my nerves, how much they shower me with love. Like, I can't get enough of it. They see me every single day. They're always bringing me lunch. Whatever you want, I want you to complain about it. I'm saying that because you're coming from the awareness that you already have it. That is going to be the key here, is where is your awareness? You're not coming from, oh, I don't have it, so I need to get it. You're coming from the awareness that I already have this thing, and it's so irritating to me that it keeps happening. Because you're now telling your subconscious mind, this is normal for me. This always happens to me. So reverse engineer what you're actually complaining about. So anytime you feel like you're about to complain about something, I want you to reverse engineer it and complain about what you actually want to experience. Yes, so let me make sure. Because these, Infinite, I'm going to make you a mod. Because these trolls is irritating me and they throwing me off. Okay. Let me see, because it was so good. Sorry, I'm laughing at my own notes. Remember, this is called a negative experience experiment. I want you to say, instead of, oh, I got another bill, I got another check today. Oh, I keep getting checks. I'm so sick of getting these checks. I keep losing them. Sometimes I lose these checks. I have so much and I have to request another one. Make the complaint as real as you can for you. However you normally complain, I want you to complain about your desire. Again, because this is coming from the awareness of the player. This is how your sim is hacking the game. This is how your sim is really going to communicate with the player, because think about it this way. Your player already knows how the game is playing out. The player already knows that. Your sim doesn't. So your sim is complaining. In that state, you complaining as the sim is letting your player that awareness know, like, oh, the sim is aware of what's transpiring. So it's really, when I think about it, quantum, it's really like my sim is communicating with the player, because if, again, these are for the people who don't understand that you're playing the game from player view. You're playing it from player mode. But if you cannot conceptualize that to actually put it into practice, just start complaining from the end of creation. Start complaining from the answered prayer. Start complaining from receive. Because if you're going to complain anyway, make the complaint something that is actually serving you. And by serving you, you're going to complain in reverse. Yeah, I know I talk about the 3D being a fun house of mirrors. The 3D is the upside down. It's backwards. So if you're coming from the 3D with the awareness that this is backwards and I'm going to play the game backwards, I'm telling you, when y'all start practicing the 3D backwards, you will start noticing so many things that you can do backwards. Like, oh, this didn't make sense for me to do it this way in the first place. Start playing the 3D as the sim. If this is where you are on your manifestation journey, you're still somehow connected to the 3D experience. That is okay, but start playing in the 3D backwards then, until you get to a point where you understand that the only reality that exists is your internal being. Let me see if I had any questions, because I really was keeping this short. Hey, beautiful. Let me complain in these comments. I'm so sick of all these streams of income hitting my account. I'm so tired of always having my bills paid months in advance and having so much leftover money. Right, Toya, like you don't even know what to do with that leftover money. That's the problem. Make it as real as possible. I have all of this leftover money and I don't even know what to do with it. Like, what am I supposed to do? Do I donate it? Do I give it to charity? Do I help out some family and friends? Like, what do I do with all this money? Make it so real for you, like, damn, like, and then something shifts internally, like, damn, you're right, like, I'm not coming from lack. That's the difference. Like, if you're going to complain anyway, complain with your awareness of the received, of the answer prayer, of you literally practicing your faith when you're doing this exercise. So whenever you're doing this negative experiment, you're doing it from the awareness that I already have it. Because, oh yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I forgot it was even in my notes. Is y'all have to think about it this way. For those who still may have a little trouble really grasping to this, is we in the 3D, we assign meaning to everything. Our avatar is literally assigning a meaning to everything. So when we think of negative and positive, we're assigning meaning on what that actually means. There is no negative and positive, and your player knows that. So if you are literally complaining, you're assigning a meaning, like you're assigning complaining as something negative. But if you can grasp that, like, okay, I'm assigning a meaning. So if I'm just complaining in a positive way, then that is what's going to manifest, because it's really your energy and your emotions attached to it. Y'all know we talk about where is your energy, where is your attention, because if your emotions are attached to your complaining, that is the state that you're coming from. So I hope that makes sense. It really is, where is your attention and where is your energy? Because if you're coming from the state of lack and complaining from the state of lack, that is what you're going to get. If you're coming, even say it this way, this might make more sense to you. So say that you're affirming something positive. You're affirming that you're a millionaire. That's what you're affirming. But if you're affirming that from lack, that is what's going to manifest, because you're affirming from lack. This is why we reverse engineer the 3D, because when I'm complaining about how great things are, I'm coming from a state of already having. I'm not trying to there's no need for me to try to get $10,000 if I already have it. So I'm just complaining from the receive, from the answer prayer. And the state that you're coming from is what's going to matter the most. Yes, I love how much this man loves me. He loves me so much. He's always giving me gifts, always giving me money, always wants me to be around. OMG, I love so much. Even if you want to do that as a complaint, like, this man loves me so much, it's actually kind of sickening. Like, I say things that feel natural to me. Like, it's actually kind of sickening how much this man loves me. Like, he adores me so much. I be like, baby, I need a break. Like, chill. Like, really solidify that identity. How do you speak coming from receive and speak that way? I started seeing it as anti-affirmations. If you get the reader, it's really a whole section of anti-affirmations for love, career, money. I think that's the 3 that I did. Really, it's like an anti-affirmation. Like, I'm tricking the 3D into knowing I already know that I have it. If you're coming from the sim, like, again, this is a fun house of mirrors. You can play the game however you want. And if you're playing from the 3D, if this is how you're choosing to play the game, from the 3D awareness, from the sim, play it in reverse. But you can bypass the reverse and play it from the player mode, play it from the internal state. But again, there's different levels. You can choose how you want to play. You might want to play a different way tomorrow. Just come from the awareness that you already have. Keep that state in the front of your mind, because again, it doesn't matter what you do. If you're coming from the state of lack, that is what's going to be in your reality. And so I kind of touched on this a little bit in the other video, is your sim, again, we're hacking the 3D. This quantum jump is hacking the 3D, because it does not matter what you do in the 3D. The player already wrote the game how it's written. It's really, that's why I say you come to the game from player mode, where we want to keep our awareness on player mode, that internal state, because that is what's creating your reality. I know sometimes it sounds like, oh, well, the 3D, the 4D, the 5D, but it's simple. It's really just, where is your awareness? That's really how you tap into any level of consciousness. Where is your awareness? And we play the game, if you're here, with the awareness of the player. But again, we're hacking the game. If you're not in a state of mind where you can understand that all you need to do is accept that the only reality that exists is your internal state. If you cannot do that, hack the game and play backwards from the sim. Play from 3D mode, but you need to play in reverse. That's the only way it's going to work. And again, I have been practicing this over the last few days, and the way my reality shifted. And I know for me, because I come from the awareness that I'm the player, and I also know that the sim is having the experience, and I just like to play. If you're new here, I manifest through play, through joy. I just like to do stuff. So I was like, I wonder what would happen if I just start complaining in the opposite. If this is a fun house of mirrors, and this is the upside down, and this is backwards, what if I just start doing everything backwards and see what happens? I'm telling you, it's going to change the game for you, and it makes the 3D so much more enjoyable, because you understand that it's simply a fun house. Like, the 3D is literally a fun house. And it can be a maze fun house if you don't understand that. Or you can come from the awareness that this is a fun house and I'm the player creating all of this. And I'm just going to enjoy the experience. Like literally the whole point of the 3D is to experience the how. Your manifestations were already completed the moment you had the desire. I promise you that. I don't care who you are, where you're watching this video. The minute you had the desire is when the manifestation was answered. And the answer was yes. Yes, the only thing in the 3D is the how, is the experience. And if you want to think about it that way, you don't even have to use the word how. If that word feels heavy to you, oh, I don't want to do that, like how seems like it's going to take a long time. If that's where you are, don't even use the word how. The 3D is the experience. The 3D is the experience of the manifestation, of the desire. Keep thinking of it that way so you do not put your attachment to the 3D, because the 3D is simply your experience. It already happened. It literally, the minute you had the desire, the answer was yes. But you have to allow it to unfold. And if you're in the 3D in your sim and you keep changing your mind, you're choosing a different timeline. That's one of the biggest things I tell my clients is if you continue to change your mind, you're continuing to choose another timeline in the infinite of timelines, and it has to unfold. So now you're experiencing delay because you won't persist in one timeline. Just persist in the reality that you want to experience. Stop changing your mind. But if you want to hack the game, if you're like, okay, Ty, I get that, but my sim is like, okay, since you're still thinking the sim matters, let's just reverse Uno it. That's going to be the fastest way for anyone who's still attached to the 3D. Reverse Uno it, meaning start complaining from the answered prayer. You're going to complain anyway. You might as well complain from the answered prayer. So whatever you're doing right now, I want you to say out loud your complaint. I'm so tired of always getting money. I'm so tired of always having to go on these trips. I just got back from another trip. Now I have to pack for this other trip. Complain, 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 but complain from the answer. Yes, Infinite, I love that. Oh, I have to find a trustworthy financial advisor. Trust me, I literally been complaining about that in real life. Like, I don't want to do this research. Like, oh, well, I have the pleasure to even have this complaint. Like, my sim has the pleasure to even have this complaint. How good is that? Will you consider doing an audible version of the reader? Summer, I don't know. It's funny because I've been having AI read it to me, and I thought about that. I had to figure that out. Maybe. That's a good idea. Hey, Goldie, hey, hey. Goldie loves it here. My life is so perfect. I'm an esthetician that makes people feel beautiful when I'm not doing that I'm a voice actress and I'm living my dream life. Yes, Kayla, and you're so sick of doing it. Like, it's so exhausting that you have to do this all the time and you have so many clients. Your schedule is so packed. It can be so exhausting to you. Complain about it because it's something in our nervous system, something in our brain that, I don't know, it registers complaining as something that is solidified in your identity. It's solidified in your nervous system because it's so much emotion attached to complaining. So again, let's just do the opposite. If we're going to complain, we might as well complain about what we actually want to experience. It's not you complaining from lack. Again, it's where is your awareness while you're complaining. This is why I say keep your awareness on. I'm complaining from the answered prayer. I'm complaining because I already have it. I'm not complaining to get something. I'm complaining because it's already done. And now I have these other problems. Like if I'm going to have problems, I might as well have problems I actually want to have. I tell my husband back up stalker since he's always right behind me smelling mine. Oh, that's so cute, Infinite. I love that. Exactly. Like, dang, baby, like, give me some room. I'm trying to make a video. It's so funny. Yeah, she said it, how overwhelming it is. That's exactly what I just did. I need help since I'm manifesting this car. Just knew I'd get the approval from the loan. I didn't. And yes, you did. I didn't care how to respond or move forward. Sorry, I have such bad allergies and congestion. So I may sound nasally. But Copper, just complain like, I've got approved for so many loans. I don't know which one to go with. Like, I don't know which one's the best route. Who has the best interest rate? I don't want to look at this. Or you can revise it, which is what I used to do, which still works, is you did get approved. Like, it doesn't matter. Again, Copper, I don't know if you watch my other videos, but I got approved for a car loan after they said no. My apartment, my job, just revise that you did. And whatever needs to happen in the 3D will. You may not even need to reach out. They might reach out to you like, oh, we reran that paperwork and I saw we made a mistake. Like, you did get approved. Like, just keep in your mind you did get approved. And again, if you're going to complain, complain from the answered prayer. Hold on, y'all. Let me mute. My bad, y'all. I have to get all that mucus out. God is a belief, not a fact. Belief does not determine what is true or false. It does for you, Pixie. Actually, whatever you believe determines what's true for you. This is literally your reality, the whole point of it. You're now driving the perfect car and you got it in the perfect way, Copper. Yep. And you're so tired of always having to stop and get it washed. Like, ugh. It gets so dirty because you're always driving it somewhere. And now you want to keep it clean. Like, I have to go to the car wash again. I just went last week. Complain about it. Because again, I love this idea because it puts you in a state that I already have it. Not that I'm trying to get it. That's the thing. We tend to be in a state, okay, I'm going to do this thing to get this thing. No, if you're here now, everything you do is coming from the answered prayer. So you don't have to do anything. You're just living your life and allow the 3D to unfold. I feel like that's where we tend to struggle. Our avatar, our humanness, our sim thinks that we need to do something to allow something to manifest. And again, Goddess, you're doing it backwards when you think that way. Again, reverse engineer it. You don't have to do anything. And anything that you feel like you have to do will feel natural. It will not feel forced. It will not have anxiety. It will not feel like, oh, should I do this thing? It will be a hard yes for you. It won't. You have to start trusting your intuition, Copper. Really start trusting your intuition. That's going to be my advice for you. It's your no's are no's and your yeses are yeses, but you have to trust your intuition. Because I promise you, all of this knowledge is already within you. Whatever next step you need to take, you already know, but you have to trust yourself. That is one of the biggest things I found with myself as well as my clients is I know what I know, but I don't trust myself in my own knowing. You're going to have to give that up and be confident in your own knowing because that is really how you're going to play the game from player mode. It's because you're coming from the consciousness that I already know this and I trust what I know. Because is this true for me? Yes, always. I love that as someone who's always helping people. I just drive in my aunt's car to take a friend to her interview. A whole mess. Had to complain the same bit about my car. Yeah, so just complain about your car. Like, I always have to take people to do stuff. Like, oh my God, everyone's always calling me for a ride. Because you're complaining that you already have it. Like, it is okay. Again, this is for people who still have that attachment to the 3D. If you want a faster way, I would skip all of that shit and just know that that it's all done. That I'm creating my reality and it's done because I said so. And I'm just in the middle of experiencing it. But again, if you want to play, if you want to have fun, just reverse Uno it. Like literally reverse Uno. That is literally how I see the 3D now. Like it's just literally backwards. Like everything we do in the 3D is backwards as fuck. And if you can just accept that, like, okay, what do I desire to experience? Once you set that desire, it's done. Literally, ain't no question, ain't no maybe, ain't no. Once you set that desire, it is done and it is unfolding. But you have to trust it. I promise you have to trust it. And you have to release the idea of linear time. That is another thing that trips us up is because we think it has to happen in a specific amount of time. That is a linear experience. It does not work that way. Linear time is simply for the experience. The only point of creation, it's that soul time. I'm going to draw it again. have my daughter's paper here. And y'all know my handwriting is atrocious, so, but we're gonna try this anyway. This one's actually better than the last one. Hey! I'm gonna draw this and show y'all because I really want y'all to get this. This looks so weird, and it's gonna probably be backwards, but you see this. This is soul time. Y'all remember, this is soul time. And you are here in the middle. This is the only point of creation. Everything else is passing through you, which means the past, present, future, everything only exists from you, from the point of creation. Everything that you're experiencing in your 3D reality, everything that you're perceiving in 3D reality is from you. That's why I say mind your thoughts, because everything you're perceiving is because you are perceiving it that way. Change your perception. That is one thing I'm going to say to do, specifically for you, Copper, is you don't even need to start with any techniques. I wouldn't even start with that. If you're not in a state where you can hold that creation is finished, change your perception on what you're seeing in the 3D. This is why I say do the complaining. Change your perception on how you're seeing things unfold. Start there and allow the 3D to match how you're perceiving reality. Instead of perceiving negative, just perceive. When you see something that doesn't work out in your favor, you can simply say like, oh, this must mean it's unfolding. Like, we are creating our meaning to everything. This is your reality. This is your experience. You are creating the meaning every single time. So change the meaning. Change it. You can change anything in an instant. Change the meaning of what you're seeing. Hey, Ricky. Beautiful goddess. Let me go back. Yeah, I'll tell y'all, like, even my life is everyday trippy, but it's been even more trippy since that live. I want to tell you how easy it is to manifest money. This is so easy, y'all. And I'm sure Livy's going to share this sex story. I was on Livy's live 2 days ago on TikTok, and we were manifesting money. And I'm also taking her masterclass. I recommend y'all. We are always elevating. Don't ever feel like there's nothing you can learn from someone else. That's what I'm going to say. There's always something you can learn, and we are ever evolving, ever expanding. And I love connecting with other goddesses because the energy's hot. But anyway, back to the money. So I was on Livy's live. We're all manifesting money. And I was like, oh, I'm going to manifest $3,000 today. Mind you, I was like, oh, I should do 10. I said, you know what? That don't really feel believable for me right now. So I'm just going to do what feels believable. $3,000 does not seem like a lot of money to me now. To Goldie, $3,000 is not a lot of money. I didn't think nothing else about it. I just put it in the comments, didn't think nothing else about it, went about my day. 9:30 p.m., I got an email from my bank saying $3,351 was deposited into my account. I want y'all to know that is how fucking easy it is. I don't know where that came from, why I don't even ask questions, but again, you have to be open to these types of experiences and believe it's true for you, because we can tell you everything, but until you truly accept, believe, remember that this is true for you, you're never going to experience it. That is going to be the biggest thing. What do you believe to be true for you? That is really the only question you ever have to ask yourself. Is this true for me? And say yes. Is this true for me? Yes. Okay, now carry on about your day. That's simple. Let me see. Trusting myself, trust yourself. Yes, I told you, Copper. That's what I found for myself, who's been doing this shit for years, who could have had an easier life years ago if I would have trusted myself. And with my clients, it's like, trust yourself. Trust your power. I promise you that is going to be the one thing that you do that truly changes how you experience 3D reality is when you start trusting yourself. The moment you start trusting yourself, and I'm not talking about like some passive trust. I mean, trusting everything that you claim to be and moving as such, having the audacity, ignoring everything else in the 3D that gives you any contradiction on what you know to be true for you, that is when your reality is going to shift. Because the 3D is like, oh, well, I can't trip her up. Like, she don't care what I throw at her. She still knows what she knows and stand 10 toes down in that shit. So, okay, well, let me now match that energy. Since this goddess is obviously confident in her power, let me match that energy. Be confident, goddess. Everything always works out for me so perfectly and easily. Life is getting kind of boring. Infinite, that's literally how I feel right now. And because at this point in my life, I do shit for the plot twist. Like, I know exactly what I want to experience, and I do shit for the plot twist. Oh, let's talk about this, because I mentioned dreaming big. What I want y'all to know about dreaming big is, this is something that was revealed to me. I'm going to say this slow because I really want y'all to get this part. Is when you're dreaming big, we're going to do this exercise. Again, no matter what you're doing right now, I don't care if you're mopping, washing the dishes, walking the dog. I want you to put your biggest, wildest dream in your head. I'm going to give you a few seconds to have it. Okay, you have your big, no one else is in your imagination but you. So dream as big as you want. Your biggest, wildest dream. For me, it's partying in heaven with a bunch of people, serving food, good music. I don't care what it is. Make that shit outrageous. When I say your biggest dream, I want it to be outrageous. Okay, you have that? Okay, so now, since you have that, I want you to do something right now in the 3D that tells you that that is solidified. So if you're mopping the floor, doing the dishes, start singing. Because the only thing you're doing, the point of this exercise is to solidify the state. Because what I realized is it doesn't matter what you dream of, you're trying to get a feeling. And the 3D is going to rearrange to give you that same feeling. I'm probably not going to have a party in heaven with servants. Like, that shit's probably not going to happen in the 3D. But the feeling that I have imagining that will happen in the 3D. That's the point of dreaming big. And that was something that was given to me like a download. It's like, we always talk about dream big. It's not necessarily because the dream is going to happen. It's because you're putting yourself in a state to receive the feeling of what that dream is. So whatever needs to happen in the 3D in a logical way that your avatar can understand, that is what's going to happen. And I want y'all to do that exercise every time you find yourself out of a state, because the point is to solidify the state. So for me, what I do is, like, if I'm mopping, I'll start playing music loud and start dancing while I'm dreaming big, because I'm moving the energy through my body and I'm solidifying the state in actual 3D reality. That is the point of the game. Okay. Of course. I'm sure we're going to do more lives for y'all. We got something working. You have been an inspiration for Soft Girl Era. God knows my address, sister. I'm so glad. Ricky, you really confirmed something for me. Like, I wish I can show y'all. I'm going to be right back. Hold on. You're going to have to read it backwards. When you said Soft Girl Era, this is what I did earlier this year. Soft millionaire. Like, I am in my soft girl era. I'm not working hard for shit. If I don't want to do it, if I don't want to experience it, I just don't. I feel like a lot of people who know me now is like, damn, she kind of strict. Like, she say no to everything if she don't want to do it, because I'm not entertaining something I don't want to experience. Like, again, when I say do not entertain what you don't want to experience, I mean that literally. I got my nails done yesterday. And when he first did it, I didn't really like it. And I was like, oh, I can just not say nothing and wait till next time. And I was like, why would you do that? Like, you don't want to experience these ugly ass nails when you leave here. So you need to say something. I'm like, yeah, that's not what I want. Like, this is what I had a vision of. So we're going to do it until we get it right. And now I love them. Do not entertain what you don't want to experience. The 3D is going to give you shit that you don't want to experience for the plot twist, because it's asking you, are you bold enough to stand in your power? And what does that boldness look like for you? It's different for everybody. If you have people-pleasing tendencies, you being bold in your power is going to let some people down. But you have to be bold. Know that the only point of creation is you. You're the only one here that's existing. Are you going to exercise your power, though, goddess? That is the question. I love how you said in the live to choose which mirror in the fun house. Excuse me, I had a visual so clear. Yes, girl, like for me, I'm telling you, I like to play. Like, I play all day. So if I find myself tripping up in a 3D, I'll step back and like, hold on, which version of me is here right now? Like, what mirror am I looking in right now? I'm like, no, like I'm about to go into another mirror. Like, this is not the reality that I want to experience. Let me go into another mirror. Like, I just shut it down immediately. And again, we're here for the plot twist. We're here for the experience. We're here for the how. So that's not saying that I don't have negative emotions. Negative, because I do, but I allow myself the pleasure of experiencing those emotions. Again, it's how are you perceiving reality. So me, when I'm experiencing something that's unfavorable, I just tell myself that I get the luxury of experiencing a wide range of emotions. And coming from that state lets the 3D know you're not telling me who I am. I know that this is an experience, that this is a moment in time, and it's going to pass. Like, this doesn't mean shit to me at all. Like, it's an experience. Let me see. That was my dream. LOL, receiving millions of dollars without lifting a finger. Period. And do you believe that? Ask yourself, is this true for me? Always go back to that question. If you ever find yourself doubting, is this true for me? Yes. And it's immediately yes, it's true for me. Okay. How do you trust yourself when you need to move and desire to, but money is not showing up? Kayla, let's talk about it. This is also going to be for Copper. I want y'all to, this is going to be advanced. If you're here, you're ready for the advance. I want you to release thinking that money is the only solution. You are limiting an infinite God to saying the only way that I can experience my desire is if I have the money to. Y'all know I'm all about everything is free. Again, I say everything is free because I'm in an internal state that allows the 3D to rearrange to make whatever needs to happen for me. That's not saying it may literally be free, but however the 3D needs to rearrange for you to get the money, it will. So if you are anyone here who wants to manifest money, just go with everything is free because you're allowed. That's a blanket statement, and you're allowing the 3D to rearrange however it needs to rearrange for you to experience your manifestations for free. For free, meaning that maybe you'll get the money as an inheritance. Maybe someone will just give you the money. Maybe you'll get an unexpected check. But stop saying that it has to be money. That's going to be the biggest thing. It doesn't have to come through money. Money is something we assign meaning to. But if we take out the meaning and just say everything is free, the 3D is like, okay, well, now that she's open to however to get her desires, let me meet her where she's at. That is one of my new favorite affirmations that I have been saying is everything's free. And I don't even say it as an affirmation. Like, I've never been the type to robotically affirm. Like, my brain just can't handle that. So I just say it randomly. Like, if I ever find myself, oh, look at that orb. Okay, God. But if I ever find myself thinking about money in any unfavorable way, I'm like, oh, well, everything's free. I forgot. Make it so simple. Like, oh, yeah, everything's free. Duh. Like, what am I even tripping about? Like, think of it that way, and money will literally be magnetized to you. Make it normal. That's one thing I want y'all to do. When you're doing any of these manifestation techniques, the goal to truly solidify the state is to make it feel as normal for you as possible. So if affirming does not feel normal to your nervous system, there is going to be resistance. The key is to remove the resistance. That's why we make it as normal as possible. Everything's free. Oh, yeah, I forgot. That just feels normal to me. Like, oh, yeah, I forgot. Like, I tend to forget shit. Like, oh, yeah, I remember now. I forgot. Like, make it normal for you. Yes, like everything free allows it to come to you in different forms. Let me see. Sorry, watch it. Yep. Copper, when I say we assign meanings to everything, you can even say if you want to manifest money, oh, it's raining. That must mean money's coming. It must mean it's raining money. And allow the 3D to rearrange however it needs to rearrange. It may not literally be raining money, but it will be raining money in your bank account. Allow it to just happen. That is another thing. This live is so damn good. Is assign your meanings to everything. If you want to hack the 3D experience on top of the reverse Uno technique, on top of that negative experience experiment technique, Assign your meaning to absolutely everything in the 3D. For me, when I have plants, I'm like, oh, I have an abundance of plants. I have an abundance of money. I assign meaning to everything. Like, oh, this must mean that. And I'm so playful. So I really play when I do it. It's like the 3D is not serious at all. This is an experience, literally an experience. If you need to talk to your player, if you need to learn how to really put your awareness on the player, assign meaning to everything. Do everything in reverse. Now, when I get this, I'll be relaxed. Like, oh, when I get my car, I will be relaxed. No, I'm already relaxed because I already have my car. You're telling the 3D I'm already in the answered prayer and allowing the 3D to unfold to meet you at your answered prayer. Again, do it backwards in the 3D. Do not wait for the 3D. You hear it all the time. Do not wait for the 3D to tell you how you are allowed to feel. You just feel that way anyway and allow the 3D to catch up. Again, I know in another video I talk about the 3D being a shadow of time, which means your internal state, your soul time is only the real time. The 3D time is linear and it has to catch up. Allow it to catch up, but do not waver, do not change your mind. If you find yourself doubting, go back to, is this true for me? Yes, and keep going. The whole point is I just don't want y'all to keep changing your mind because you're continuing to shift realities, which is causing delay to you, but it's really not a delay because you changed your mind. So now the 3D is meeting you at you changing your mind. But if you continue to persist and stop changing your mind and allow the 3D to actually render it in the game, you'll have the experience, but allow the game to be rendered. Thank you. Is it Toki? Thank you. I see so many new names here. Hey, beautifuls. Let's see. Everything's free in the pleasure of linear and divine time. Yes, the how, the process. I have the game. Yes, like you get the pleasure of the how. When I tell you that changed so much for me because it's like we think about it all the time. Why don't I know the how? How's this gonna happen? Blah, blah, blah. And God was like, because I don't want to know the how. I know the answer. I know that it's done. I want to experience the how as God, and I'm choosing that experience through you. Allow God that experience through you, Goddess. Duh, I'm spoiled, obviously. I get denied for a credit card and thought I was going to get for sure. I want to revise it because you already got it. You did not get denied for anything. Maybe a you in another reality did, but the you on this live gets approved for whatever you want. You literally get approved for every single credit card and you're not even applying to anymore. Like you have so many credit cards at this point, you don't even apply to anymore. It literally tires you out. I don't want to be tired. I'm not applying for any more credit cards. Oh, the reverse Uno technique? Yes, we can talk about it real quick because I love doing it now. So the reverse Uno, so this is how God showed me. Like we are reverse Unoing the 3D experience to reverse engineer it. Again, it's pretty much just doing the 3D backwards. We're complaining from the answered prayer, from the received. Instead of complaining from lack, like, oh, I don't have money, I don't have this, I don't have that. Complain from already having it. Oh, I'm so tired of getting notifications about money. My phone just keeps waking me up at night because it keeps going off, telling me I had another sale, telling me I had another deposit. Oh, my man keeps texting me, I'm about to put my phone on silent. Like, I got to work. Like, truly complain from the answer because we as humans, we tend to complain anyway. You might as well complain from the answered prayer. That is practicing your faith. Y'all know I'm all about practicing faith at this point. Practice your faith by dreaming big and practicing radical faith. So complain from the answer. Stop complaining from the question. Stop complaining from lack. Complain from the answer. And if you complain out loud, do that shit out loud. I don't even want you to complain in your head because 9 times out of 10, when you're complaining, you're saying it out loud anyway. So complain from the answered prayer. Got it. I made an MSR video saying something similar. Hey, no worries. Yes, they keep sending you credit card offers. You're so tired of checking your mail because it's always full of credit card offers. Telling you how you're pre-approved. Go ahead and apply. Like, girl, like, stop checking your mail at this point. You already got the card you wanted. Okay, how do I reverse engineer an ideal partner, a husband? It depends. One, I'm gonna say it for me, and you're gonna apply whatever a ideal partner or husband looks like for you. Again, we all have different experiences. For me, I like a little healthy toxicity. Again, I do 3D for the experience, so I don't recommend this. But I would say stuff like, oh my God, he's always calling me. He's always texting me. Like, why did he show up to my house with flowers? I told him I didn't want to talk to him today. Like, do something that feels normal to you. It's like, oh, he's always planning dates, and now I have to find another outfit for this date he planned. I didn't even know who was going on the trip, and now I have to find another outfit. I lost my passport. I have to order another passport. Like, do something that feels normal to you. It's like an anti-affirmation. Instead of affirming for something positive, you're literally affirming for you already having it, and now you're complaining about it. You get the luxury of complaining from the answered prayer. That's really how I look at it. Like, I get the luxury of complaining from the answered prayer. Like, I get the luxury of complaining because I'm experiencing abundance. How beautiful is that? Let me see what else. Women, we tend to complain about men anyway. Might as well make it a good complaint. I'm so excited for going and receiving this money and then experiencing purchasing my perfect heart. Yes, you already experienced it. It feels so good. Like your body is like, duh, like we already knew we was getting the car. I just needed you to know that. Like, we already got the car, sis. I was waiting for you. I was waiting for you to agree with me. Okay. I do not like the way YouTube does this anymore. Like, just the scrolling. Hold on, let me see. What is the best way to normalize receiving money easy and effortlessly? Again, we talked about this. Everything's free. The easiest, there's no best way. You're going to have to do what works for you. The fastest way I found has been saying everything is free because it allows the 3D to render for everything that you desire to be free. This is why I say we assign meaning to money, because it's not necessarily the money that you want as much as you want the experience. So if you're living at the end of creation, that means whatever the experience is, focus on that and allow the 3D to rearrange to deliver that experience. And it's not always what we think. This is the beauty of the how. This is the beauty of the game. This is the beauty of being God. Because you not knowing the how and allowing it to manifest in miraculous ways is the surprise that God wants to experience through you. Instead of limiting God to having their experience based on money, how about you open your vessel up to experience your desires in any way possible? Like, do not limit yourself. That's the biggest thing. Do not limit your experience to money. I want you to open your vessel up and allow your desires to be answered in any way possible. Sometimes it's not money. I promise you, you don't want the money. You want the experience. You want the feeling. So dream as big as you can and allow God to deliver that experience, that feeling, however God wants to deliver it to you. Again, the pleasure is the how. Don't limit your pleasure to money. Don't limit yourself. Don't do that. I think the trolls should donate to the live. No, facts. They might as well. You here anyway. Why? Autocorrect is also too excited because it's complaining. It's complaining for you. Literally, God's showing you how it works. Oh, shit. Now that made me think of something trippy. Y'all, when I got the download about the reverse Uno thing, I had clicked on YouTube. I had clicked on a video to watch, and the video title to the video was not matched. So it wasn't matched. It was the wrong title. For whatever reason, it was a glitch in the matrix, and they had verses on the wrong video. And I was like, that's literally the reverse on the wrong video. Like, God is literally like, I'm showing you how this game is played. Play the damn game. And then I come tell y'all because I want y'all to experience it. Again, just try it. If you don't believe it, you don't have to. But what would it hurt for you to just try it and see? Like, do this shit for 3 days and see what happens. And if it don't work, you didn't lose anything. For me, I love doing techniques when I think they're not going to work, because that's when God is like, oh, let me blow this person's mind. Like, They think it's not going to work, but let me blow their mind real quick. Like when I manifested that $3,000 on Livy's live, I didn't think nothing about getting $3,000. I was like, oh, well, whatever. I want $3,000 today. Boom. Literally before I went to bed, got a notification of over $3,000. I'm like, this shit is so easy. I really wish I would have started playing the game this way a long time ago. Like I could have skipped the struggle part. I eliminated debt by just not complaining, not claiming it and saying it's not mine. I'm new in every moment. I don't claim. Exactly. Like if you're here, you're not debt free. Like what is debt? When someone says they have debt, you're like, debit? Like what does debt mean? A deposit? Like what is debt? Like I don't know what that means. I act so oblivious because I'm coming from the awareness that I'm playing this game. Like I love it. Yes, he keeps love bombing me like, bruh, back up. Baby, I'm going to call you later. Back up. Glad you got it. Similar to rich people problems. Exactly. Act like you have rich people problems. They don't have the same problems. When people were saying don't complain, I decided whatever I complain about rectifies itself. Oh, I love that. One of the roads I was currently driving on had potholes. Within a week, gone. Boom. Because you're creating when I tell y'all, you are creating your entire experience. I mean, down to every single detail. This is why I say mind your thoughts. Because what you're thinking subconsciously is going to manifest. And these techniques that I've been giving you lately is to really hack your subconscious mind to knowing what you already know to be true for you. Like you want to really get your subconscious mind on board. That's really what it is. Like you know what is true for you. Now let's get your subconscious mind on board with what you already know. I created a mantra one day while on a walk. I forgot the words, but it was along the lines of all my bills are paid in full. I deposited an $8K check last week, and yep, now all my bills are paid. Ooh, so I have been saying for even bills, I say I don't even get bills. Like I don't get bills at all. Like I don't ever get bills. Or the only bills I get are checks. Like I get, or you could say that that's another reverse engineering. I do get bills to deposit. Like I do get money, like bills to deposit. That's the only bills I know. Like what are bills? Like I actually are, again, if we want to reverse engineer, we want to complain. I love getting bills, but you're coming from the awareness, bills being money, as in paper bills. Like that's how I really reverse. This is why I say, this isn't baby shit for me anymore. Like this is what I'm literally do. I reverse engineer everything because the 3D is backwards. Instead of saying, oh, I hate getting bills. I love getting bills. I actually cannot get enough bills. Thank you, God, for all the bills that you give me. Hundreds, 20s, 10s, 5s. I love all the bills. 50s. Keep giving me bills, God. Like really do it backwards and come from the awareness that you mean money. Like your subconscious mind know you're meaning money. So just do it backwards. Thankfulness and gratitude will collapse. Every single time, Ricky, that's one of the fastest ways. If y'all watch a lot of my earlier videos, gratitude would be number one for me for collapsing timelines. Oh, 111. Hey there. Hey, Mins. That struggle part was definitely humility ritual. Can you imagine me saying I received 10K? Yeah, you already got it. I don't need to imagine you saying it because you already got it. You literally get $10,000 every single day. Like you don't even know what to do with that. Like at this point, you're like, my bank accounts can't even hold this amount of money. Like I have to keep opening more accounts. It's such an inconvenience that I have to keep opening accounts to hold my money. Who wants to keep doing that? Now I have to find a financial advisor. Now I have to get a CPA. Now I have to come up with a financial plan. Like I'm so sick and tired of keep having to do this. Like really complain about it. Like not a play complain, like really complain. A copper, I knew you were tapped in. Yes. We're not even saying dollars. You only get hundreds and 50s. Hi, Jeffrey. I'm great. I have so much money and nothing to spend it on. Exactly. Like I already bought everything I wanted. Now what? Now I got to start a charity, a foundation. Now I got to figure out what rich people do with this shit. Like, what do rich people do with all this money? You cannot spend all this money. What am I supposed to do with all of this? Like, who do I need to? What type of tax laws do I need to learn to make sure I'm not messing this up? Like, really figure out what the hell you need to do. And if you want to take it a step further, which is what I do the shit in the 3D. If I need to find a financial advisor, I'm going to actually go look up financial advisors. Like, I'm going to go actually look up CPAs, because I'm telling my avatar, my sim, that this is our reality. This is not a play. This is actual my reality. Now I need to actually go look up some damn financial advisor. And I want to take a nap instead. Like, really make it real for you. Damn, y'all, we've been on here for an hour? I don't feel like it at all. My house is so big now, I have a whole team to maintain. Yes, it's nothing. Now I have to hire a whole team. Now I need a chef. Like, I can't clean this whole house. This shit is exhausting. Like, let me go see if my housekeeper is ready. Like, I gotta have her in here 2 times a week at this point. Like, yes, literally. And I'm so glad you said that, Copper. That means your old story is just trying to trip you up. If you have already been doing it in the 3D, that's because the version of you now, here and now, knows that this is your life. Don't allow the 3D to trip you. Again, the 3D is an experience. So it's going to give you opposing experiences to truly experience what it is when you really get it. That's really what the 3D is. Because if you really think about it, if you really got everything you wanted instantly, you will get bored as fuck. So the 3D is like, okay, let me give them contradictions and obstacles, knowing that it's still going to work out anyway, but I'm doing it for the plot. I'm doing it for the experience. Think about it that way. I'm literally just doing it for the experience. Oh, Rose Gold, I'm literally about to go. We've been here for like an hour. I actually have a fear of losing my kids in my big ass house. No, for real. Like, hey, did y'all see the kids? Like, I have not seen them all day. Let me call them. Where are the kids? That's so funny. I literally do that in my penthouse. Literally go find my daughter and make sure she's breathing. This girl is 9. I need your radical faith to rub. You already have it. Rose Gold Manifest. If you are here now, you already have it. But ask yourself, is this true for me? You don't need anything. As God informed, you literally could never lack anything. But ask yourself, are you ready to really experience it? That's what it boils down to. Are you really ready? Because God is going to give you what you're ready for. And if you say you're ready, but then you move like you're not, God is going to meet you where how you're moving. Are you really ready? And for those who've been here, who's new here, y'all are ready for that big shit. Y'all are ready for the trippy. Be open to it. I promise you, if you become open to trippy manifestations, you will experience them, and it will become so normal for you that you won't even question it. Like, oh, well, duh, that happened. Literally, shit like this happens to me all the time at this point. Literally, it would happen when other people are with me, so I know I'm not tripping. It's like, why does this always happen when I'm with you? I'm like, duh, like, because it's me. Like, I believe it. That's why it always happens. But I come from the awareness that I'm the one creating all of this. This goes back to, let me write this down for you. For those who, we're going to go in a second, y'all, because I can't believe it's been a whole hour. But before we go, I'm just going to say this. I don't even know what this is, but I'm going to say whatever this is that's coming to my mind. We are on soul time. Only operate, if you are here, only operate, come from the awareness of soul time, the infinity symbol. This is you. This is the only point of creation. And I go over all of this in the complete reader. So if you haven't, get it. This is the only point of creation on the infinity symbol is you. You are operating all soul time, which means you may experience linear time for the experience of the how of being God, experiencing God in form, but you're coming from the awareness of soul time. Meaning that you get to experience linear time as a pleasure. You get the pleasure of experiencing having a desire and the answer. And the linear time in between, that is a pleasure. That's the how. However, you're coming from the awareness that the moment I had the desire, which is the question, that the answer, which is the prayer, the receive, was already done. You as the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, the moment you had the desire, it was already answered. But you would never know that. You would never get the pleasure of actually experiencing that because you're both. So you created linear time in the 3D that says, okay, I already got the answer. I'm coming from here and I'm getting here. But I already know I got here. Here was already there. But I'm going to have this linear time experience to get here just for the plot twist. And I'm not going to tell myself how I'm going to get here because I want to be surprised. I want to be in awe. That is the beauty of coming from the awareness of soul time. Keep that in your mind anytime you feel yourself doubting in the 3D, because I don't want you to continue to change your mind. Come from the awareness that the answer was already there the moment you had the desire, and linear time is simply for the experience. That is it. Okay, and I'm about to go. Let me make sure I don't have any questions before I go. Okay, goddesses, it has been real. It has been fun. Make sure you practice the negative experiment, which means complain about your desires. You are reverse Uno in the 3D. This is how you're going to reverse engineer the 3D. This is how you're going to get your subconscious mind on board. This is how you're going to communicate with your player. Come from the awareness that you are playing the game. Complain from the answered prayer. Always complain from the answered prayer. If you are in the middle of a complaint, stop yourself and come from the answered prayer. Always. And as always, I'm happy, I'm blessed, I'm free.